Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you for joining me again. I hope you enjoyed the first video. Here comes the second one. We're coming in hot. Today, what I want to cover, what I want to really go over is how to buy a home in California. I'm going to cover the full process as though I was just sitting here thinking, you know what? It's time for me to get into a home. How the heck am I going to do this? To go along with this video, I put together a little infographic. It's down in the description. You can save it to your computer or your phone. You can follow along with everything that we're talking about today. But without further ado, let's dive right into this. Let's start this home buying process in California, the whole process here. We're gonna start this off, of course, how we start anything else, with step one. We're gonna meet with a real estate professional. Now, the purpose of your initial meeting with a real estate professional is, of course, to make sure that that person's a good fit for you. So do you feel confident in the assistance that you're about to receive from this individual? And do you both really click? Having a real estate agent that you're confident in makes this whole process so much easier and a lot less stressful for you. Your agent is going to help prepare you for what to expect in this process given your specific circumstances. Every person's situation differs, but a good real estate agent is going to sit down with you, strategize the process for you and how it's going to apply to you. In the first meeting also, your real estate agent is likely going to ask you what you're looking for in a home. Maybe what kind of price range you're thinking about, size, location, and certain features. By the end of this first meeting, you should feel confident working with your real estate agent, and you should be under an agency representation agreement. What this means is that you've actually hired this agent to represent you in this process. Step one is done, and we are on our way to step two. Step two, pre-approval. This is the point where you're going to be working with a lender. And if you don't know of any lenders, a quality agent is going to have some great recommendations for you. For this step in the process, you're going to need pay stubs, W-2s, perhaps bank statements, but the lender is going to look at all this information and let us know how much house you can afford. This gives you and your agent your budget range. I want that $4 million house too, but it's just not in the cards for me at this moment. We got to stick with something we can afford so we don't end up going underwater on this. Step two's done. You've got a pre-approval letter from a lender that's saying, hey, this individual is approved for a loan up to this amount. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to step three. And this is where it gets fun. It's time to go shopping. It's time for the home search. I think everybody enjoys getting something new in their life. Your agent is gonna set you up with a subscription to the multiple listing service, also called the MLS. Here in step three, while we're shopping, your agent is going to be sending you homes that match your criteria. Your agent's going to schedule showings for the homes that you're really interested in and is really going to help you find that perfect home for you. All right, so we've been shopping for a little bit now. We found a home. We found the perfect one. I've got to have it. Now we're ready for step four. It's time to make the offer. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to shoot our shot. In this step of the process, you're really going to want to strategize with your agent to make sure that you're offering a price and terms that are going to be competitive, but also something that you're willing to offer for this home. It's important to note that price isn't always the most important factor. We have seen offers of a lower price accepted due to more favorable terms. And this is where strategy is going to come into play. Because you're working with a great real estate agent and you made a great offer, that offer got accepted. And we're now ready to move to step five in our process here. Step five, we're negotiating and entering contract. The sellers of your perfect home may counter offer. And this is where your agent is going to negotiate the terms that you set for you. The ideal outcome here is a win-win situation. It can be a little harder to find, but it's usually always there. Once the contract's been negotiated and everything's agreed upon, we're going to enter contract. And this is where your agent is going to translate your rights and responsibilities as they relate to the contract. Timelines to deadlines to certain things that you're legally bound to do. All right, we have found the ever elusive win-win situation, the always present but ever elusive. We found this, we've entered contract, and now we're ready to open escrow. In California, we typically see a 30-day escrow, and this is where a neutral third party comes into the transaction to help facilitate. Most of the time, this is done through a title company. After we've got escrow open, we're on to step 7, the final details and prepping for closing. This is really the due diligence period on the side of the buyer. It's where you're gonna order appraisals, inspections, and different things that you may have set as terms in your contract. This is also the point where you as the buyer are going to review the terms of your loan and really finalize that loan. Your real estate agent is going to manage the escrow process outside of what you have to do with the lender, but they can still be there to help facilitate that and explain any questions you have along the way. And we've made it to the 8th and final step in our process, closing. This is where we refer back to that neutral third party that's helping us facilitate the transaction, our title company. They are here to help facilitate the transfer of funds and the transfer of ownership of the home. It's typically a really big transaction, so there's a lot of money involved. There's a huge asset involved, and we want to make sure that everything goes smoothly. At the close of escrow, the seller has received all the funds, you've received the title and ownership to your new home, and you're now a homeowner. Congratulations. I am so happy for you. I hope you're excited as well. You're now on the path to whatever you wanted to be by owning a home. And that can be different for everybody. Some are attracted to the notion of building equity. Others really dig the idea of setting down some roots. Could even be a mixture of everything. But at the end of the day, I hope I was able to help teach you something in this process. There are a lot of moving pieces in the transaction, but a good agent is going to be there for you every step of the way, and they're gonna make sure you not only understand everything, but that you're confident and comfortable with every step of the proceeding. Hey, if you caught something of value out of this, drop me a like, drop me a comment, hit the subscribe. I got new stuff coming out at least once a week. I'm shooting for at least once a week. I'm likely gonna try to up that. Hit that subscribe. That way you know when I put out something else, because I'm just trying to give you something informative. Do me a favor, follow me on Instagram right here, nickbowen.vc. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, or if you have any ideas of something you want to see a video on. I will see you guys next time.